Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you'll love this vibe, and anything you need to know about me is in the description below. This can be past, present, or future. You or someone around you that resonates, and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is a personal read. If you like a personal read, check out the description below, and I'll be happy to assist you with receiving a read. All are welcome on this channel, and all contributions are highly appreciated. Tarot is a tool, it is not the final rule. And it is a good idea to have an empty cup when you're on my channel and you really want to see what's up. Be sure to tell a family, friend, or a foe you know to come on over. To subscribe to the channel so they can be privy to these notifications. Today we time to the zodiac sign of Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or any placement. Virgo, Earth sign, Virgo, grounded, intelligent, very self-efficient. Virgo loves to be aware. Virgos, okay? Virgos are great people. All right, what do the Virgos need to know for their highest good? How can we be of assistance? What do they need to know? Okay. Thank you. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. The first card that we have here, we have Virgo's Hermit, okay? Hermit energy, Virgos. It says teaches philosophy, astrology, esoteric knowledge. It says palm reading and divination and fire. So Virgo, you could be feeling very intrigued to learn a new skill, a new hobby. Maybe you are studying some kind of divination or some kind of spiritual practice. If you're not studying it, you could be considering it, okay? 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. So Virgos, you could be considering maybe learning or studying some kind of divination work, or maybe partaking in some kind of spiritual practice or some kind of spiritual study, okay? Maybe you haven't made up your mind yet, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 or 6 choices here on this card. Maybe you haven't made your mind up. Spirit is saying to be easy with yourself in this process, and it's okay to choose one thing and work on one thing at a time. Do not pressure yourself. It is not a race to be won when it comes to spirituality, when it comes to even learning any new skill or practice in life. Life is a marathon. It is not a race. There's no need for you to get into this with the intentions of wanting to prove a point to anyone or compare yourself, okay? Spirit Virgo is also saying be mindful of your intentions of why you are choosing to indulge or engage in this study, this practice, or this research. It is okay for you to partake, but Spirit is saying be mindful of your intentions. Make sure your intentions are pure. Make sure this is something that you are passionate about and that you're doing it for the right reasons. Once again, not to compare or compete or prove a point to anyone, but because you have a genuine organic interest, okay? The next card we have here is the Knight of Cups, Bellas. It says causes all the love that may be both of men and women. Okay? And so this energy here is confirming, Virgo, that there's an energy in present that is willing to support you in all your endeavors, whether it's learning a new skill, whether it's going back to school, starting a family. Maybe you want to change your career. Maybe you want to relocate. Someone wants to create some kind of invention that you've been thinking about. And the Spirit is saying that this is a wonderful time for you to be creative. So do not believe or feel that this is not the right time. Be mindful of focusing on what's happening on the television and outside of you, aka people around you, and allowing that to choose whether or not you should move forward when it comes to progressing in your life. Spirit is saying, once again, I must reframe this. Be mindful, Virgo, of allowing what you see outside of you, not within you, but outside of you. Things in social media that may be of negative influence, things on the television that may be of negative or low vibrational influence, as well as the people around you. Just because someone else is enduring a circumstance doesn't mean that it's going to happen to you too. For an example, you could be someone who is considering applying to nursing school, okay? And you may be in indecision because you've heard of how challenging it is. You've heard of the work being difficult. You've heard all these stories of negative energy, negative, bad outcomes, different stories where people were just unsatisfied. And so Spirit is saying, be mindful. Do not think you cannot, it's not worth you becoming a nurse or applying to nursing school because of what someone else experienced. Many times, Virgo, people, do this. There are people who have done it, and I'm pretty sure all of us have, even myself, once or twice in our life, especially when we're in our youth and we're young and, and we're just not familiar with life and we're learning and growing. We choose to make decisions based on the outcome that we observe someone else experience. And so that within itself will hinder you and you'll miss out, not saying that more favor won't come your way, but don't block your own blessings and miss the boat because you are measuring your worth and your ability based on what someone else experienced. Maybe that experience happened to that person for a reason that you have not been privy to, or maybe that field of work is not for that person. As I always state, Virgo, we are all individually, uniquely, divinely created. And so we have our own mission and our own purpose and path. And it is up to you individually to connect with Source and find out what that is for you, because it's different for each and every one of us. As many people that exist across the globe, it is different for all of us. So be mindful of that. And I'm going on a tangent here because there is someone who is really making choices based on what happened to someone else, and it just doesn't make sense. For an example, I was looking for something, and I was going shopping, and I talked to a friend, and they asked me what was I doing. I told them I was going shopping to buy something, and I told them where I was going, and it's like, I shouldn't have even told them where I was going. I should have just kept it to myself, but I shared it with them anyway. Oh, I wouldn't go there. They have so and so, so and so, so and so. Oh, I wouldn't go there. Their products are horrible. I wouldn't go there. They're so expensive. I wouldn't go there. Well, you know what? To make a long story short, collective, I did not listen to them, Virgo. I let them have their opinion. I let it go in one ear, out the other. I told them I had something to do. I got up off the phone. And because I chose to ignore them when I arrived at the store, I found things on sale. I found products of good quality. I found everything opposite of what they were accusing this particular brand or store to have. Okay. Everything worked out well. And it's because I did not allow that person's experiences to influence me in my own personal, adventure to the store or to go shopping. Okay. And so I learned a lesson in that moment to keep it that way. And Virgo, I hopefully you pick that up and keep it that way as well. You have to experience life for yourself. You have to learn about people, places, and things for yourself. No one can show you. You can't learn through, oh, it didn't go right for them, so I better not apply for law school neither. No, maybe law school just isn't for that person. Okay. And so, so don't allow that, okay? No one can determine your future. You are in full control of that or your destiny, okay? And so the next card we have here is the Three of Cups, okay? It says it reconciles friends, tells of the past, present, and future, gives dignities and honors, okay? And so this is an energy of someone possibly coming to maybe try and reconcile or have some kind of discussion with you, Virgo. This could be someone from your past who's going to reach out to you. And they would like to have a conversation with you, maybe about something that happened between you and them in the past. Maybe there was an argument. Maybe there was a disagreement. But this person will be arriving or showing up. They could inbox you. They could call you, maybe pop up to your home. Well, hopefully not. You should never pop up to no one's home. You should always call first, that's just my belief system. Okay. But either way, especially if you haven't dealt with them in a long time and there were differences when you last talked and spoke. But this person wants to, come and talk to you about some ish that happened in the past. And Spirit is saying it's up to you. If you want to allow this person in your life, it's up to you to do so. Okay. The next card we have here is the Four of Swords. It says teaches grammar, logic, and can make one appear like a soldier. So, anywhere in your life, Virgo, that you may feel that you are weak, maybe you have had people accuse you of being timid, or maybe people treat you as if you're someone who is timid or fragile. And maybe you're like, look, I don't need anyone to oversee me. Maybe you could have siblings or friends and family who's just overprotective of you, okay? And I'm picking up on the energy of someone saying, look, I don't need you guys to look out for me. I can handle this. So basically, there's a lot of love and protection around you. There's people who want to, if not people, a person who wants to protect you. And you're like, I got this, I can do this. And Spirit is confirming that you are protected in your endeavors. And so, yes, you have a right to feel and know that you are protected because you are Virgo. And this, this Four of Swords here is, confirming that you can rest assured. You can lay your swords down. You can get some rest. You don't have to be paranoid or feeling worried or furious about anyone coming to try to attack the Virgo. Okay. The next card we have here is Strength, Vine. It says builds towers or destroys stone walls, causes rough waters and finds witches. Okay. Finds witches and causes rough waters, builds towers or destroys stone walls. So this energy is saying that this is extra confirmation from your spirit guides, from source, that you are being protected, okay? That you can rest assured with the Four of Swords that you are protected. And it says it builds towers. It can create a tower for anyone that is trying to get in your way. Your spirit team is letting you know, Virgo, anyone trying to get in your way, we got you. We support you. So you don't have to be concerned with that. And it says, or destroys stone walls, meaning any blockages. If someone was trying to inflict any harm on you and your loved ones or create any blockages, Virgo, you are protected. You are respected. And if someone want to F around and find out, well, you don't have to worry about a thing because you're being backed up on many levels, okay? It says causes rough waters and finds witches, okay? All right. So anyone also, when it says causes rough waters, that is trying to inflict any negative energy or project any negative energy, they will go through some kind of karma for that. And that's what Strength, the Four of Swords, Vine, and Cremesis is stating here. Spirit is confirming twice that you don't have to worry. You are protected. Even if this person from the past was to try to pop up and start some friction or some ruckus, they will not succeed. No weapon they form against you will ever prosper. Okay? Taking me some sips in between here, okay? The next card we have here is the Four of Wands person. It says, knows all things hidden, answers truly about things earthly and divine. Okay, now, Virgo, knows all things hidden, answers truly about things earthly and divine. So be prepared and allow yourself to go through the process of unlearning, Virgo. You are a very spiritual person. You trust and know that there is always a higher power working for you. Doesn't matter what your belief system is, all are welcome on this channel. Okay? But this card here, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. Because this is an energy that is present and confirming to you that you're preparing, and you may not know it, you're being prepared to go through a process of unlearning. Basically what you thought you knew, things that you may have learned from a childhood and unto adulthood or currently, energy that may have been projected onto you, any misunderstanding or misinterpretation of knowledge that you think you have learned, the process of learning the truth. A lot of things are going to be revealed, Virgo. A lot of clarity is going to be received. and the horn will blow. And a lot of this information may blow your mind, not in a negative, nefarious way. It's just going to have you in a, oh, wow, oh, wow, oh, wow. Spirit is saying some of this information is sacred and is for you. Everything is not to be shared with everyone. Be mindful of casting your pearls before swine, those who are not deserving or worthy of the information or the wisdom or knowledge that you will be learning and receiving while you go through this process in your life, while you're on your path. Every download you receive is not for everyone. Some is and some isn't. But you will know, Spirit is saying, what to share and what not to share. You will know. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. And so at the beginning, I picked up that you trying to or you want to study. And Spirit is saying, go ahead, just pick one and work on that one thing. Because what happens is you start with that one thing, you work on that, you become successful from that. And one thing will lead you to another. It will begin to take a domino effect in your life, Virgo. So you don't have to be anxious or feel like you have to know everything right now, right this minute. That's not how it goes. Be easy with yourself. Be patient with yourself. There's no need to race. There's no one to compare to except for who you were yesterday. Each and every day you open your eyes, there's no one to compare yourself to, Virgo, except for who you were yesterday or 5 minutes ago. And so the cycle of learning and growing continue. It continues. It's a never-ending process. But be gentle with yourself, and no one is perfect. Do not be hard on yourself if you make a mistake, if you forget something, because you are about to become increasingly more in tune with your gifts. And this is beautiful. This may be why you're feeling intrigued to learn something regarding divination, philosophy, astrology. Okay? All right. Palm reading, divination in fire. Maybe you want to read water. Okay? Or wax or eggshells or tea leaves. Okay? All right? Yeah. Or teacup reads with the coffee grinds. Okay, there's many different ways that you can do divination, okay? In ancient times, they used bones, smoke. There's many different ways you can do divination, okay? Beautiful, 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 beautiful. So this concludes the read for the zodiac sign of Virgo. Later.